and 2. Seventh play of the drive forthcoming on 3rd and 8. Now Burrow. Dumps it off to Mixon. And they're going to get this up to midfield. And now a decision here on the opening drive. 4th and very short, this part of the field. What do you think they do, CD?
I think you go for it. I think there's a lot of game left to be played. I like the advantage that they're trying to create here early. I say be aggressive and try and get it done.
Fourth down. Here's Joe Burrow. A throw for Boyd, but it's intercepted. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. Well, just an excellent play there by the defense to not only pick it but take it back, because Charles, it looked like they were in a groove passing the football, several completions until that mistake.
They certainly did appear to be locked in, and with how this offense was moving along, I know we certainly didn't expect to see a pick to end the series. Whatever the cause was, maybe they took one of those scripted plays, maybe the defender just made a great read. It has certainly quickly changed the tone of this one.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Fields this way up at the 17. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Mixon with a first down carry. And he is going to lose yardage here. Drop for a loss there on a nice effort by Osa Odighizuwa. Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss.
An awful lot of congestion in the middle third of the field, but how about our defensive tackle right there? He didn't just hold the line, he provided some push. And
there he goes, right side. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Hayden Hurst, 64 yards. And the Bengals are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Fielded right around the 8. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 21. They start on the ground with Elliott. And he is going to lose yardage here. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. These two teams all tied after one. Second down and 12 at the 19-yard line. Prescott. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he's tackled at the 38, but they doubled their yardage. The play started at the 19, and they gained 19.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
They'll set up the screen to Elliott. They'll get 4 there out of the screen, and it's second down.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
On second down, Elliott. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Prescott on 3rd and 2. Open man, Lamb. It's complete. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 45-yard line. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here on this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Throwing, Prescott. Over the middle, hauled in by Lamb. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
As long as you go through your proper reads and progressions, the drag route can be one of those old reliable plays because usually it's good for a good chunk of yardage as we just saw there.
And those guys like it, right? They can get the ball with a full head of steam.
Especially against man coverage because man coverage, they're typically running away from someone and not worried about traffic coming out on the other end.
3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Looking to throw, Prescott. Looking middle, and that's complete. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
This is caught. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
Now Elliott. And he will take it in for a Cowboy score. Ezekiel Elliott, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Cowboys have taken the lead. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. Very short kick taken right at the 20. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
Here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And with just under a minute to go, they might try to think about mounting a drive here if they can and get in the end zone. Could potentially tie this game up. The drive will commence with a run by Mixon. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up the touchdown.
Throw left side complete. That's Boyd. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Burrow to Boyd there for the Cincy first.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
Burrow going to give this to Mixon. And that time the tackle by Malik Hooker. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half.
Here we go.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Go.
They're passing here. Joe Burrow throwing the out route, finding Boyd for the completion. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line. This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. And that's caught one more time by Boyd. And he is going to have a Bengals first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1.
Here we go.
Burrow will throw. Over the middle, he finds Higgins. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line.
4 yards on the pickup.
And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. Now with 5 seconds left, not really enough time to run another play and then stop it. So on comes the field goal unit. McPherson's kick is good. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. The Cowboys will get the football first here, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in quarter 3. It's a short kick taken out beyond the 20. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. On 1st and 10, Prescott. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Elliott. And he'll be brought down right around the 37.
And a really nice play call there to start the drive, especially if you're a team that has a little bit of a reputation for throwing it downfield. You come out, and you think maybe you can catch them off guard a little bit, and they did. Little screen pass, backdoored them, and that time worked well for a solid gain.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete.
Well, that's a good piece of quarterbacking right there because he certainly felt the pressure coming. The alternative, getting sacked for the first time. He didn't like that option at all. Did a nice job saving yardage by throwing that one away.
3rd and short yardage, Prescott. And he'll go underneath here to Elliott. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. It's a gain of 12, and the Cowboys pick up the first. Prescott yet again. And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. Throwing again. Prescott on 2nd and 10. Man open. That's complete to Dalton Schultz. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 31-yard line. 19 yards the pick up there. Move the chains. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 down at the 31. Now Prescott. That's caught again by Schultz. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Elliott will take this into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Circle that drive because that might be one to remember. Well executed to give them a little cushion.
So let's take it into the boxing ring. You talk about them commanding it, keeping the fight where they wanted to, whether it was in the center of the ring or putting them on the ropes because it was jab, jab, jab. And finally, the haymaker to put that drive away.
The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. A short kick taken at the 18. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. The Bengals drive about to get going. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that will lead you into bigger errors.
11 MT, take 11 stop.
From the 35 on 2nd down. Burrow. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Another attempt, another incompletion, and when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long game or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points, and the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball. And we're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. Man open. That's Jamar Chase complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down. Both sides were holding their breath there on that 4th down play, and the offense can breathe a sigh of relief.
And both knew exactly where the first down markers were. You know the defense is trying to guard those sticks and try and keep people in front, but somehow, some way, those guys found a way to pick it up.
That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. A handoff, running left, Mixon. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Burrow. And he's got it. Touchdown, Bengals. Hayden Hurst with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bengals are able to get a score back in the final stages of this 3rd quarter. So a strong drive here to lead off this 3rd quarter and gets them right back in this football game.
And I think we can safely call that a statement drive because they had to be saying, we didn't put our best foot forward in the first half, but we certainly mean business now. Maybe a better term, a prove-it drive. They proved it to themselves that they were ready to go.
And Burrow's going to look to throw for it.
And he's got it. So the try for two successful. And with it, they're back within a field goal. 3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Here's McPherson now to send it away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10.
9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there, and on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing, in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously, but at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
Prescott's throw there caught by Gallup.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
And these guys certainly are not hiding what their intention is. They're absolutely showing it. They're definitely not going to sit on this lead here in the 4th quarter.
So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line. He's got his man. It's Gallup. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. Inside give to Elliott. Hammering for the goal line. He loses the football. Could have been a costly mistake, but as it turns out, they keep possession.
You can't give away these types of opportunities in the red zone. And I'm sure that was flashing through his brain as the ball escaped his hands. Fortunately for him, able to get picked up by his team, fumble recovered. They still have an opportunity deep in the red zone.
If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. From the shotgun, a give to Elliott. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott taking it in from 4 yards out.
And the Cowboys are able to build on to their 4th quarter lead.
Extra point by Moore, up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away.
A short kick taken at the 18.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
As the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. Sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime if you're a good football team. You spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments to prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
And we'll find out here soon enough whether those adjustments are enough defensively.
They will throw on first down with Burrow. Boyd's the target, and he has it over the middle. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game.
Gun.
To throw, Burrow. And Burrow going to be hit and taken down. They got him. Damone Clark fought his way through and buried him behind the line. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Now Burrow. They have pressure coming, and they got him once again. Anthony Barr comes rumbling in for the sack.
I remember throughout my career hearing defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. They put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
That means there's just one last chance left, and this has to be a first down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
So a pressure spot here for Evan McPherson. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. The Bengals bring out their punter now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. This is fielded at the 27. He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. A nice return that time, gets 12 yards back. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And checking the timeouts, they do have 2 defensively, but no real need to use them as they're not going to be able to stop the clock after that. Now Prescott. He'll fire this deep for Gallup. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Despite the lead here in the 4th, they're still taking shots.
Not content to sit on this lead at all. And to me, it raises the question of what's right in this game nowadays. Do you sit on the ball and run it because you have enough of a lead? Or do you try and extend it because you always feel like the other team can come back?
Extend it. Have some fun. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Prescott here to throw. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. Now another timeout called for by the offense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomped down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. Prescott to throw. And this ball is caught by Lamb. Touchdown, Dallas. From 19 yards away. And the Cowboys are an extra point away from making this a 3-score game. Extra point by Moore, up and good. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fields this way up at the 17. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going.
Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, it's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually...
Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted.
And the Cowboys are going to get it back here just past the 35. Well, time, certainly not on their side offensively. They had to take some chances, but that interception will further hinder their already slim chance at victory.
Yeah, and you're talking about time not on their side, but it certainly is on the defensive side, and they understood that. They knew they had to press it a little bit, and they planned accordingly, and what a benefit for them, able to pick that one off and hopefully put this game away.
Throwing here, Prescott.
Six yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a third down. Well, this was a very close ball game at halftime, Charles, but in the second half, that offense kind of kicked things into another game.
I'm the best, and the best, and I got it, and I got it on my own. Get my way up, get my go, go. If I touch it, then it's cold, I'm the best.